Example 5 from the Chapter 10, Section 1 Notes. We have 9,000 x squared. We have minus 6,000x minus 15,000 equals 0. So this one looks a little harder because these numbers all seem really big. But you notice that, on 9,000, 6,000, and 15,000, right? They all have 3 zeros at the end, so we know that 1,000 is a common factor of all of those. We could even look at this one a little bit closer and say even 3,000 goes into all of these. So you can use either one of those numbers, but we're going to divide all terms by the common factor. So in this case here, let's go ahead here and say that we know that we could either divide by 1,000, or on this one you could divide by 3,000, right? That's the biggest number. That'll be our greatest common factor. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll divide this one by 3,000, divide this one by 3,000, and this one. Now remember, you have to do the other side of the equation as well. So 9,000 divided by 3,000 is going to give us 3x squared, minus 6,000 divided by 3,000 is 2 times our x. And then 15,000 divided by 3,000 is going to be 5. And that equals 0. And this one looks much more easy to work with. It's quadratic, so again, you can use quadratic formula or you can factor it. So I'm going to go ahead and factor that one. So when I go to factor it, you can pause the video and factor it if you'd like, but I should end up with 3x in the front, an x, and then we should have a minus 5 here and a plus 1 there. Okay, so I didn't show all my details for factoring on that, but you're capable of factoring at this point. Now let's just take it and we'll set each of our factors equal to 0 and finish solving. So 3x is equal to 5, and then we divide by 3. So we got x is equal to 5/3, which is like 1 2/3. And the second one, we subtract 1 from each side, we'll get x is equal to -1. So 5/3 and -1. Again, to check, plug it back in. You could graph the original function to look to see where it crosses the x-axis. It should cross at these values. And, for time's sake, I'm not going to go all the way back through that. You've been doing that all year, so hopefully you can do that again now. So that is example 5 from the Chapter 10, Section 1 Notes.